Hi, I'm Pastor Jenny Pyatt from the Nimmensburg United Methodist Church. A task force met here last night on June the 10th and discussed the reopening of our church for worship services. We have decided to reopen on July the 5th. As we prepare to reopen, there is much to consider both at the church and in communicating with all of you our responsibilities so that we can remain clean and safe and mindful of the health needs and issues in preparation for a non-touch worship experience. When entering the church, you'll be asked if you've had any symptoms. You should be wearing a mask, and that includes everyone, even children over the age of 2. We will take your temperature with a non-touch thermometer, and we will ask you to sanitize your hands. In order to accommodate this procedure, we ask that you arrive a little earlier than normal. We have been starting our worship services at 9:55 during this pandemic. We will return to our 10 o'clock sharp start time beginning July 5th. Social distancing will need to be maintained throughout the church when entering, seating, or exiting the building. We ask that socializing occur in the parking lot so that the entering and exiting continues to flow and we don't get bottlenecked in the hallways or the staircase. Masks will need to be worn by everyone in the church. If you do not have a mask or cannot afford one, contact the church and we will arrange for one for you. There will be no singing, sadly, but you may hum if you so desire, and Denise and I are working on some other alternatives for the music in our worship. There will be no paperwork, pencils, hymnals, or Bibles in the pew. The service elements will all be on the overhead monitor. We will need to refrain from touching. Instead, please use virtual hugs or high fives or even a bow for our greetings. Once we are seated and the service has begun, we will take 2 or 3 pictures of the congregation. These pictures will be kept in the office. They will only be seen by office staff, and they will only be used if a member of our congregation is found to have an active case of the virus. We will then use the picture to make sure that everyone is properly notified. Part of our Christian fellowship, otherwise known as the coffee hour, will need to be set aside to ensure that we remain healthy. Everyone present during the service, again, must be wearing a mask. I too will be wearing a mask, which I will remove in order to preach, but I will be preaching from behind the pulpit. When I enter or exit the sanctuary, I will have my mask on. We will use microphones to enhance the sound for everyone who will be speaking. Some of the building will be roped off in order to reduce the area that needs to be cleaned and disinfected. Between services, the occupied parts of the building will be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected. We have been having a most difficult time finding Lysol spray. If you have even 1 can that you could donate, that would be very helpful. We would also be willing to accept donations of CDC-approved cleaning products, gloves, and hand sanitizer. High-risk individuals, or those who don't feel comfortable in public yet, or those who have an immune-compromised system, or if you have not been feeling well, we ask you to please shelter in place. We miss you dearly, but for the safety of yourself and others, we ask you to engage with online services. Additionally, those who have high-risk jobs, such as essential services, if you have been at risk, please consider watching the worship services online to reduce the risk of the rest of the congregation. Services are broadcast on Facebook Live, Facebook at Nimmensburg United Methodist Church. Services are recorded at that time and are placed on our YouTube channel and then linked to our website under the Sermons tab on nimmensburg.weebly.weebly.com. www.ccpg.com. We will continue recording and posting the services online, and we could use some more help. If anyone is tech savvy regarding recording, broadcasting, and videos, we need you. Can you help? If anyone has a camera with Bluetooth capabilities, that would be most helpful. We need you. Can you help? If you can help in any of these ways, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. You can reach me at the office. You can reach me from our website, by email, all sorts of ways, and all that information can be found on the website. Please be in prayer. Please be in prayer for the leadership of the church, for the congregation, and for me, as we all navigate this once again changing environment. We love you, we miss you, and we look forward to seeing you again. Be safe.